Hey guys, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Now, we got a lot of questions about morning erections or morning wood, as some guys call it. Now, medically, it's called nocturnal penile tumescence, or NPT for short. So basically, today you'll discover what causes morning erections, what does morning wood mean, the good and the bad, warnings about morning wood, causes of not getting morning erections, and finally, how to increase morning wood and improve your erections and do so naturally. So let's get started with what causes morning erections. Now, there's a variety of reasons of why you would get morning wood. Here are the top five most probable ones. The first one is the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, this is the part of your nervous system that takes control while you sleep, especially during that REM sleep, the stage where you dream. This can cause trigger and erections. Now, REM sleep typically happens near the morning hours, which is why you may get up with morning wood, because that's when the REM sleep happens. The other reasons are hormonal changes. Basically, for example, your testosterone levels are highest in the morning, right when you wake up from REM sleep. Now, that testosterone spike basically causes an erection even without physical stimulation. This also explains why when you're younger, sometimes you get these random erections, in your teenage years, sometimes in embarrassing places, maybe at the pool, swimming pool, or somewhere else that's maybe not appropriate. A massive spike in testosterone, which happens in the morning, basically causes this non-stimulatory erection. Another reason is a full bladder. And that's because a full bladder, you have to pee, basically might press against the nerves that triggers a parasympathetic system, leading to an erection. This also makes sense when you think about it, since the morning wood is when most guys have to urinate the most, right? You get up, you notice the morning wood, and at the same time, you typically need to go take a pee. Another reason is your brain relaxation. You see, during the day, your body releases hormones to suppress erections. These are mainly norepinephrine or epinephrine, also known as adrenaline. Now, these hormones are part of the sympathetic nervous system, which is active when you are awake and alert. Remember, this is the opposite of the parasympathetic system that I mentioned earlier that can cause erections while you sleep because you're relaxed. Now, adrenaline works to constrict blood vessels, making them smaller and thus less blood flow and so forth, less circulation, including those into the penis, making it less likely for an erection to occur during the day because of the adrenaline. Now, this also happens when you get nervous before sex, especially when you're younger or it's a new person. Your adrenaline shoots up, you're a little bit nervous, your heart rate goes up, and the stress hormones such as cortisol increases, and your body gets tense, fight or flight, and then the blood basically goes away from the penis. All right, now more on this later. Anyway, the point is, at night, especially during that REM sleep, the activity of the sympathetic nervous system decreases and the parasympathetic nervous system takes over. So you're more relaxed, and this shift allows the relaxation of the blood vessels, and there's an increase in blood flow to the penis, which can lead to nocturnal erections. Now, the other reason is just physical stimulation. You see, even if you're sleeping, your body can still respond to touch, and thus an erection can happen. If, for example, your genitals are touched, it may cause an erection. If your genitals rub against something, such as the mattress or the sheets or whatever, maybe even dreaming about something, right? You start rubbing it. That slight stimulation, coupled with everything else that I just mentioned, can cause an erection while you're sleeping. All right, so now that we talked about the potential causes of the morning erection, what does morning wood mean? Well, morning wood is a normal and healthy part of sleep. It means that the penile tissue, the blood, and the nervous system are in good condition, working properly, and everything is healthy. Now, I mentioned, morning erection, since that's the one most guys will notice when they wake up. However, that's not the only time you get erections while sleeping. As stated earlier, nocturnal penile tumescence, NPT, also known as that sleep-related erections, usually occur 3 to 5 times during an 8-hour sleep period. Now, these erections can last for, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes up to 2 hours. Now, NPT is more common in younger men because they have higher testosterone levels and can occur every morning and multiple times during the night. Unfortunately, as men age in their 40s and 50s and beyond, they typically experience fewer NPT episodes due to the decline in testosterone. Now, what's important to note is that these NPT erections contribute to penile health. They're good for the penis. In some ways, think of it this way. The penis is like a muscle, right? The more often it pumps up, the bigger the pump, the healthier the muscle, and in this case, the healthier the penis. As the saying goes, use it or lose it, and nature wants you to use it, and that's why these things happen in the middle of the night. This is why even pumping the penis or doing penis exercise can help improve erections and then cause more nocturnal, erections, and then more on this at the end of this video. Sadly, the less often you get these erections, the less healthy you might be. In fact, the research shows that the lack of erections, more specifically the morning wood and the NPT, throughout the middle of the sleep time, is a warning sign of a potential heart problems. In fact, this means poor blood flow to your heart and brain. This could be plaque buildup or high blood pressure or high blood sugar levels. It can also be an indicator of low testosterone and poor hormonal balance. And I'll get to these solutions all in a minute. But either way, the point is, if you're not getting these erections regularly, at least throughout the night in the morning wood, something could be wrong. So let's talk about warnings about morning wood. Now, again, as we've learned today, morning wood and NPT is necessary and important for your health, including your penis health. So what if you're not getting these morning erections like you used to? Maybe not as often, or worse yet, not at all, okay? Maybe it happens once a week or even once a month, or you can't even remember the last time it happened. Well, as stated, this is really bad. It's a really bad warning sign that something is wrong. But what's the cause of this? What's potentially broken in the body? And more importantly, how can we fix it? All right, so now let's talk about the causes of not getting morning erections. Now, basically not getting morning wood, also known as a reduction in or absence of nocturnal erections, can be a sign of various underlying health problems. Here are the top 5. First of all, it can mean erectile dysfunction or ED. Basically, vascular issues, for example, the conditions such as atherosclerosis, basically there's plaque buildup and narrowing of blood vessels, can reduce blood flow to the penis. And again, this is bad for your heart and brain. There's also neurological problems, damages to the nerves that control erections due to conditions like diabetes or even high blood pressure and spinal cord injuries. So those are issues. The next one are hormonal imbalances. These are typically bigger reasons for this. You've heard about low testosterone levels. Now, testosterone plays a key role in sexual function. Low levels are often due to aging, hypogonadism, hormonal imbalances, not just low testosterone, just hormonal imbalances, and also due to lack of specific nutrients. The other problem is not just low testosterone, but an increase in female hormones. Elevated levels such as prolactin and estrogen will reduce testosterone levels and reduce refractory period and thus your ability to get erections. And then finally, there's an increase in stress hormones. Now, earlier I mentioned how an increase in adrenaline will reduce blood flow. Now, as this stress hormone increases, so will cortisol, which will then decrease testosterone levels. So hormonal balance are all major problems. Now, another factor that most people don't think about are psychological issues and factors. For example, stress and anxiety. Chronic stress or anxiety can affect your sexual function, including the morning erections. Depression. Depression is a big problem and can lower libido and the effects and negatively affects the frequency of those nocturnal erections. Then number 4, there are medications, and there's a lot of these, but one of the most popular ones that cause problems are antidepressants. Some medications, for example, the selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, the SSRIs, can interfere with sexual function and reduce the occurrence of morning erections. The popular ones are, for example, you've heard about them, are like Prozac. Blood pressure medications, antihypertensive ones can cause erectile problems. Hair loss and prostate medications are also another big factor because, for example, if using it to reduce hair loss or for prostate growth, things that are 5-alpha reductase inhibitors such as finasteride, you've heard of them, Proscar, Propecia, will reduce your ability to get and maintain erections. And they also effectively can cause anxiety or depression. And then finally, sleep medications. In fact, many drugs, including those over the counter that are used for sleep, will reduce your erections. Actually, there's a lot of drugs that can cause erectile problems. In fact, I probably will need to make an entire video about this in the future. A lot of drugs that people are taking don't even think about it that are causing problems. So if you want more details about that, make sure you subscribe to this channel, click the notification icon so you'll be notified when that video is released. Now let's talk about the fifth factor, which is lifestyle issues and lifestyle factors. Poor sleep quality is one. Sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, which a lot of people have, and chronic sleep deprivation, which most people can have, interfere with REM sleep and thus where morning erections are most likely to occur. Poor sleep also causes numerous hormonal imbalances, such as a decrease in testosterone levels while increasing cortisol levels, the exact opposite of what we want. Excessive alcohol consumption. Alcohol impairs sexual function, and the chronic use can lead to decrease in morning erections. And also smoking. As you already know, smoking is bad. It sucks. Don't do it. But smoking basically damages the blood vessels and restricts blood flow, reducing the likelihood of morning erections. Now, another factor is just aging. And I don't want this to be a big issue, but it's true. As men age, the frequency and intensity of morning erections will decrease due to changes in blood flow, nerve function, and also hormonal imbalances. And then 7, and finally, underlying medical conditions. For example, diabetes. If you have high blood sugar levels, they can damage the nerves and blood vessels, leading to reduction in morning wood. They reduce blood flow everywhere when you have high blood sugar levels. Another one with cardiovascular disease. Conditions affecting your heart and blood vessels can impact the ability to have morning erections, such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol levels. These are issues. And also obesity. Just excess weight can contribute to hormonal imbalances and vascular issues, both of which can reduce morning erections. And now, if you stayed tuned this far, we are near the end of today's topic and the part that most of you probably care about, and that is how to increase morning wood and improve the quality of your erections. First and foremost, you need to stop doing all the negative things that I mentioned, such as not sleeping enough. You got to change some of those medications or find alternative ones that don't cause, the problems with your hormones. Losing fat is very important, lowering your stress levels, limiting or eliminating alcohol, smoking, marijuana, and other street drugs. So you definitely need to reduce the negatives because you can't fix the positives if you keep doing the negatives, right? It's like you can't go to the gym if you still eat pizza every day and expect to lose weight. Finally, you need to increase your testosterone levels. Actually, there's 2 things you need to do. One of them is increasing testosterone levels. So I'll be honest with you. Personally, when I take certain herbs at the beginning, right, when I first take them to increase my testosterone levels, that first week I notice I'm getting a ton of erections every time I get up in the middle of the night to pee or when I get up in the morning. And these are like crazy rock hard erections that just won't go away. All right. They're there for like 20, 30, 40 minutes. I'm like, when is it going to go away? It's awesome. And basically it makes me feel like Superman, right? Super young and virile and all that stuff. But unfortunately, as a couple of weeks go by, my body adapts and those huge spikes in testosterone start to normalize. So my body adapts and the erections aren't as awesome as they used to be. However, they're still way better than they were before I started taking the supplements to boost my testosterone levels. That's the good thing. Anyways, I've listed the best supplements that I take for boosting testosterone levels below in the description area. I've also listed my 3 most popular videos about how you can increase testosterone levels naturally, whether it's a diet or exercise or lifestyle and all that stuff. The other thing you want to improve is blood flow, all right? Remember, all this has to do with blood flow. When you increase testosterone levels, you increase nitric oxide, which increases blood flow. But there's other ways you can increase blood flow. And I've made videos about this in addition to the best supplements that I take that'll quickly increase circulation throughout your body for your heart, your brain, your muscles, and yes, your penis. Just scroll down and I put all the links to all this stuff. But basically, again, you got to take action, all right? You got to fix this situation as stated at the very beginning, because a lack of morning wood and poor quality erections is a major warning sign of poor health for your heart and brain, all right? These are warning signs that you could get a heart attack or stroke. These are warning signs that psychologically something is going on. And remember, sometimes just having low testosterone levels will cause depression, all right? It's not that depression causes low testosterone. Low testosterone can cause depression. So anyhow, I put all the links to all the different solutions. Take a look, take action, and let me know how they work for you.